Hello there, infinite beings. This is Caitey, and I'm here to help you unlimit yourselves. Today, I wanted to talk about how to get ultimate freedom. Yeah, freedom. I feel like that is something that is just in all human nature. We crave to be free, right? I mean, think about if you are trying to get a spider or a fly outside of your house, and if you have it in a jar with a paper underneath so that you can set it free outside, how it's going crazy trying to find any exit that it can, or a spider, it always is moving around and trying to jump off the paper or jump out of the jar because it wants to be free. It's just embedded in our consciousness, in the consciousness of life. So not even human consciousness, but just all consciousness. We crave this freedom, right? So what I'm going to do is talk about a few ways that can help you to get to this feeling of freedom so you can release yourself. The first way to get ultimate freedom in your life is to lose resistance, to go with the flow. The universe has an ultimate plan for you, right? And knows what is in most alignment with your highest desires. So when we stop trying to play this control role where we're inside, we're mixing this and mixing that. Now, that's not to say that you can't have intentions and goals and things that you want to work towards and things that you want. Definitely make those things a part of your life, but then don't suffocate it. Let it breathe a little bit. Let go and let the flow of things just kind of guide you, like being in a river, right? And you just let it carry you, because when we try to control things, it doesn't always come out the way that we hope that it would come out. And I know for me, sometimes when I mix my hands into things and I'm trying to make it happen my way, it's it happens, but then it doesn't happen quite the way that I would like it to. And I'm just if things were just a little bit different this way, but when I let go and just allow, it's so much better than I could have imagined. And there's a freedom that comes with that. It's I feel like a great experience and a great feeling to have, right? So the second way that we can have ultimate freedom in our lives is by not comparing ourselves to others. When we choose to just look at what's going on in our life and where we're going, it takes so much of the restrictions off of our life, because we're not constantly feeling like we have to one up or do this or do that. We're only comparing ourselves to ourselves, and there's so much freedom that comes with that. We can just let go and sort of be ourselves, and it helps us to allow more and lose that resistance, because it's no comparison to anybody else. Every single person in this life has a different journey and a different path to take. We can all just be mirrors for each other to see the things that we want or don't want, but we don't have to compare what our life is to anybody else's, because there is no comparison. It doesn't even have any weight. We just try to create those comparisons in our head because we want to make constructs and boxes so that our ego can identify with things, but we don't have to identify with the things around us. So there comes a sense of freedom when we let go of that comparison from other people. Now, the other way that I'm going to talk about to get ultimate freedom is to live simply. Basically, when we lose expectations and attachments to things in our life, then we can live in a more simple place, then there's so much freedom that comes with that, because we don't have so much that we feel like we need in our life that this is going to fulfill me. We can just be satisfied with where we're at. And now another angle of this to come into play is with gratitude, right? If we're grateful for the things that are in our life currently, then this will open us up to abundance, but it will also bring us a sense of freedom, because you come to this realization of wow, I am super fulfilled. I do have all the things that I need. And with that, you don't feel so restricted or tied down, right? Another way that we can experience extreme freedom is to live in the moment. When we're not tied up with the stresses and worries of the past, which are things that we can't even fix or change anyway, then that makes us more free. And when we're not tied up with the things that we're dwelling on in the future, that gives us anxiety and tension and worry and fear, right? That frees us up a little bit. So when we can truly, authentically be in the moment, we experience such a freedom, because really the past and the future are completely irrelevant. I mean, they are, but we don't have to focus on that, and we can get the freedom of really truly placing ourselves in the moment, which we will get so much more out of when we do. The last way that I'm going to talk about that'll give you extreme freedom, I feel like, is just so important, and it took me a little while to realize this in life, but forgiveness is an ultimate way to experience freedom. Forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others around you. When we hold blame or resentment or hurt that is unforgiving towards other people and towards ourselves, it is literally like a poison inside your body that is just decaying everything in you from the inside out. It will not even affect the other person in your life. It will always only ever hurt you. So when you are able to truly come to a place of forgiveness, you can experience such an ultimate freedom from that. Now, it's not always easy to come to this place of forgiveness. I've noticed that for me in my life, when there was things I didn't want to let go of that felt like really personal things to me, that things that I really, felt entitled to hold in my heart, that I just had to ask for the willingness to be able to get to a place of forgiveness, because I wasn't willing at the time. And then eventually what I noticed is by setting that intention of being able to just be willing off the gate at the beginning, right? That it was able to get the foot in the doorway and ease in a little bit so that I was able to cultivate that forgiveness into my heart completely for whoever the other person was, or for whatever it was that I was holding against myself. Now, when you do any or all of these things, you will realize that your life is so transformed that you don't even recognize yourself, and you will experience such a freedom that people will be like, what did you do? How are you this free? And it will be great because you can tell them all the ways that you used to get yourself to this freedom. So, thank you guys for listening. I do want to add, I know that the quality of my camera sucks right now, and I just really honor and appreciate all of you who have been sticking with me through this journey until I get to a place of having a better camera, which will come. So I appreciate, like I said, all of you who are still liked, commenting, subscribing, and even watching my videos and listening. You guys are great, you rock. And it's my intention with these videos to grow while you grow. Hopefully I'll talk to you soon and check back in. So you guys come and see what's up, comment, like, share, subscribe, all of the things. And I appreciate you. Have a great day. Namaste.